Hello everyone, my name is Andre McClendon, and today I'm going to cover US30. I'm going to give some setups with what is possibly going to happen in upcoming weeks. So let's dive right into it. So currently guys, US30, like most indices, have been basically tanking. Now I think this is going to be a strong level where US30 is going to bounce, and it's pretty far away. This might happen in next 1 to 2 weeks. And a lot of my EAs, based on my other MetaTraders, I trade with multiple screens on here, is basically all saying, massive short. And with our current environment, I don't think that it is going to reverse for a while until this big bump up. So, yeah, in my other videos, I do talk about trading with EAs. I mainly trade with expert advisors, and I do take manual entries. So this is me I'm showing my controller at the same time where I do manual entries to basically trade. So for me, guys, if I'm going to approach this trade right here for US30, let's do 200 target pips. So you can see, guys, even with this target profit of 200 pips, it's not enough. Like, I'm going to grab this right here because I think the lot sizes are 0.01 lots. So if this does hit the bottom, guys, I'm looking at making, well, let me see, pip-wise, about 2,000 pips. That's how I set up for the weekly. Like, when the weekly happens, like, it's easier to set up when you're trading off the weekly. The trend is not easier to me to manage because I can see the overall direction of the day kind of like fluctuates. But I like the weekly and monthly. You can see where the trend typically is gonna go. Now for this, guys, this is such a large trade. Like, this might be one of those 1-to-1 or basically 1-to-1 trades. You need a lot of room to trade on the weekly. So for me, I like to do small lot sizes, and then when a lot size, small lot size, but stack your trade. So if it goes down 300 pips, you add another 0.01 lot, another 200 pips, a 0.01 lot. So if it keeps heading down, and then you can enter your trade. So when you see a big pullback like this, so right now, up on the weekly, we see these pullback right here. Give me a second. You see like this right here, you can see that this is a big movement up. Another thing I like about trading with EAs, you see stuff like this, like a hammer. Usually hammers and other indications like this, indicators will come up and pop up and tell you, hey, there's a reversal happening, get out of your short. I like that also when you're trading with this. So I'm trading this manually and showing you guys the benefit of doing it manually and with an EA at the same time. I have this as a controller, so I'm entered in on a short position right now. Hopefully it turns out pretty good, but we'll see how it hits this area. A couple good things about trading with the EA to to help out with this trade. You can actually modify like stop loss and stuff like that. Target profit of 100. So I can move one trade to a target profit of 100. If you guys check the order, let me see. I got a couple trades open on this account. For US30, like, you can have one for a target profit and the other designed to lock in trades. So when I talk about this in my videos, guys, what I like to do is have one with a target profit. So if it hits the target profit, knocks out the trade, but then my secondary trade will lock in the trade. Let's say your target profit on the first trade was 100 pips. The second trade will lock in 20 pips. So if it comes back down, not get a trade. Because what you really want to do is take advantage of that long-term trend, so you guys can have that basically be able to catch the whole thing. So a good example, like if you guys are already shorting from here or going long from here, let's go with the long person. If you guys bought here and hit your target up to say 1,000 or 2,000 pips, okay, not sure to trade, but then the secondary trade takes in 100, 200 pips. If it does that, you can exit on your exit indicator. So instead of you exiting here or here, you can exit when like it reverses, saying like you can have like a trend indicator saying, hey, time to exit, similar to the SSL. Give me a second. So using things like an SSL as an exit indicator. I don't use it as an exit indicator, but just as an example. Versus SSL. Let's do a simple, and let's do an easy 50 on a weekly. So exiting around here, just an example. So If it exit here, then you're looking at short positions. Over here, looking at long positions. And you can do that just by, setting at your exit indicator versus your buy. So you can get more of the whole trend versus this one thing right here. And that's what my setup for when it comes to US30, trading on the weekly, looking at the big perspective, holding trades long. There are some negatives though that I want to go over. If you're gonna hold trades on US30, the basic indices like US500 or US Tech, DE30, or UK 100 index, check the specification. And this is what happens when you hold swap longs, negative 50.975, and swap shorts. So every day you hold this trade that's open, you're going to be penalized, and it's going to be showing a swap fee on the side of the trade. Just be aware of that. So if it's sideways for a couple weeks, understand that you might be adding the fee. So if it says on a target profit $222.46, if it takes like a couple days or a couple weeks, you're not taking that entire trade. You're not taking that entire amount. It's going to be a lot less, unless you. And the only way to combat that is add multiple entries. But that's my perspective on US30. I think it's going to be going lower. It's going to hit this support zone of about, let's see, price. What's the price at? Basically like 26,400. And that's what I think is going to hit before it makes a major correction up and possibly hitting down lower. But that's my analysis on US30, guys. Tell me what you guys' thoughts are about it. This is with a EA/manual trade. If you guys want to learn more about the EA stuff, I do have it on my there's a playlist for it, and also my website. But check that stuff out, guys. And I'll see you guys on the next video.